Om Sri Sai Ram. No reason for love, no season for love, no birth, no death, no birth, no death. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Om Sri Sai Ram. Once in Kodaikanal, Dr. Alreja revealed in presence of Swami that this is not an ordinary form, it is a unique body. Medically, he was talking on medical terms that many times they would check Swami's BP on the left arm will be different, high arm, right arm would be different. Even the temperature from the left side, if they check, his pulse will be different, and his pulse and temperature on the right arm will be different. Swami would jokingly say, "This is Shiva, this is Shakti." He will just brush aside such questions. But nobody can comprehend. Even Dr. S. Bhagwantam, when he was asked during those days of 60s, early 70s, the greatest scientist, one of the greatest scientists, he said Swami is beyond human comprehension. And Swami himself has declared, who else could introduce the Lord except he himself does that. He said, even if the entire humanity joins that effort of trying to understand me, they cannot. You cannot explain him. You can experience him. Simply because he is beyond our human comprehension. Our human mind, human intelligence in this cosmos, we give so much importance to our own selves. We are not even 5% of the entire creation. There are galaxies and galaxies. Every star in the sky that we observe has got so many millions of suns and moons. And we are just a small planet in that planet, somewhere in some country, in some continent, in some district, in some taluka, in some house. And we try to give judgment about the cosmic authority, the cosmic energy, cosmic consciousness. That is the arrogance of our human mind. We give importance, over importance. We overestimate our little knowledge, little wisdom, little degrees, little promotions. We search in the Google for many things and we think that we know everything. Whereas God knows everything, but He acts as if He knows nothing. So once I asked Dr. Bhagwat, who was a great sage, Swami stayed in his house. He was state president of Maharashtra of Satyasai organization, and then he served as a superintendent of General Hospital in Swami's Puttaparthi. Noblest soul, a sage, realized Rishi Muni like. I used to discuss if at all some higher spiritual enlightenment was required, I would go to his room. He had great affection for me. So once in his divine mood, he revealed when Swami stayed in his house. Once he asked Swami, Swami, how come your body can ever suffer that paralytic stroke during 60s for 7 days? You take upon yourself disease of somebody on your divine body, and then you sprinkle water and it goes away. And then again, such things are repeated in Goa, in Raj Bhavan, in Governor's house. Before Swami went to East Africa, Swami stayed in Governor's house in Goa, and then similar drama was enacted for many days, maybe 4 5 days. Swami was having great medical problems which no doctor could diagnose or cure. Nothing. They could do nothing. And then Swami, whenever he decided, he cured himself in an instant. Swami enacted many such drama, the scorpion, everything right from his birth. Those who speak of logic and science, then they should reject everything about Swami which is not according to their science and their logic. Who can justify that a child is born in Puttaparthi in a hut in a poor family, and the instruments on which are there on the top just kept there for many days unattended to, and those instruments start playing on their own? Can any science explain? Then everything mentioned about Swami giving darshan in Chitravati, he is going up the hill and showing his Vrat Swarupa and the light body, everything Swami had shown to those devotees those days. It is mentioned. And these are recorded by the father of Jayama, the Anandpur warden and principal, great devotee. Her husband or father, Vitthal, they have recorded it. They are very credible persons. Even Howard Morford, he has declared so many things after verifying the facts. Who can deny that Swami brought back to life that American gentleman, Coven, in Madras hospital? Even the cotton was stuffed in his nose because he was declared dead by the hospital. And next day Swami comes and he removes everything and he just brings him back to life. And he has recorded his experience out of body, where his soul went and how Swami got him back to his body. With that authority, he brought back his soul. Can we deny? We can't be selective in accepting and denying. Whatever suits us, we'll accept, and whatever does not suit us, we'll deny. In my own, during my own experience, and during one of the Shivratris, Swami was giving a discourse. Brigadier Bose, who was a civil engineer, with whom I used to go every day in his jeep. Most of the time, he'll give me lift. He was a civil engineer, Brigadier Bose from army. His son is great director of Chaitanya Jyoti. Noble soul, Brigadier Bose. Very loving, affectionate. He was sitting besides just 2 3 places away from me in Purnachandra. Swami was giving his divine discourse. I believe it was Shivratri. In between discourse, Swami immediate just halfway, I think Kasturiji or Dr. Bhagavan Kasturiji was it translating. Swami halfway stopped the discourse and came rushing from the stage. Everybody moved. Nobody knew where Swami is going, and Swami came near where I was sitting. Brigadier Bose was just 4 5 spaces away from me, and he had fallen down. He had collapsed. He himself mentioned afterwards that he was dead. He saw his dead body from above, as I had seen my dead body from above in super hospital. So many out of body experiences are recorded. Swami comes and immediately Swami taps him, hey, and then he gets up with a jerk. Medically, he had that heart attack, silent heart attack. He collapsed, he was dead. And he himself narrated this experience in Trai Vindravan many times, recorded in his book in Sanatana Sarthi. Very recently, we have seen the video of that beautiful boy of Swami, uh, Nitikesh Barodaka, from the great family of musician who plays tabla in Kulwant Hall in Mandir. Swami's musical college teacher, and then he has performed internationally in every country, even with Bhimsen Joshi and all this. Such his grandmother was from great Gharana as Hindustani music. He has mentioned it's worth watching that video again and again. In that, he has mentioned that his grandmother, probably, I think not mother, grandmother, in 70s, she was invited by government of India to perform in Parliament Central Hall somewhere for some great occasion. Some function was there, and she was asked to perform, and she had agreed. But at the last moment, she received the call from Puttaparthi that Swami wants her to perform for his birthday on the same date. Naturally, she preferred to go to Swami. She came to Puttaparthi and she performed in front of everybody. She gave a beautiful performance. So when she returned to Mumbai, after a few days, she receives a check from the government of India thanking her for her great performance in Delhi on the same day when she was performing in Puttaparthi. At the same time, enclosing a check in her name from government of India Treasury for her that performance on that evening, appreciating her coming and performing, giving, and they appreciate that everybody. There were some international personalities who all appreciated her performance. But she wrote back to them and returned the check saying that she never came to Delhi. On that day, she was in Puttaparthi performing in front of Swami. And they replied, Madam, please, this is published in newspapers, front pages, and everybody listened and appreciated your performance. Who can? This God is beyond. Swami told Dr. Bhagwat, this is my Yoga Maya body. My real form is yet to come. We are we have read in Ramayana who could kidnap Mother Sita, the Adi Shakti, Mahalakshmi. Ravana dare not touch her. She had to keep her real form in fire, and the form was Yogamaya form that was kidnapped and kept in Sri Lanka, Ravana's Lanka. She had to play that, as we see in movies, double role. Can we reject such profound truth just because it is beyond our comprehension? Forget everything else. One Dr. Nair, I met him in Dr. Dharam's house from 2014 to 2017 for 3 years, every Wednesday. So nearly 150 plus weeks. Swami directed him to keep my talks every Wednesday. Most of the doctors, sevadars, many devotees, overseas devotees from London, from Russia, they would find out and they come. Nobody was invited. Every Wednesday, I was giving talk for 3 years. This doctor was sitting always next to me, his old gentleman. He revealed to me, he took me to his house also to show me that during that unfortunate period of 6th June 1993, when Swami's four boys merged with him, Swami is Garuda, who used to drive Swami's car, stay with Swami, Radha Krishnan brother. Swami apparently was so sad. Somebody said Swami even shed tears in hospital, as if. And on the same day when he comes, he calls Professor Ramaraju to interview room and tell him, "Hey Ramaraju, kaisa laga mera drama?" Entire village is surrounded by police and all. Ashram, all Home Minister S.B. Chauhan has come. Such a big scene is created, and this God is telling Professor Ramaraju on the same day. After coming from the hospital, he is walking from Purnachandra to interview room and calling him and telling him, "Kaisa laga mera drama?" When Swami's own brother-in-law died in 1960s, Kasturiji started crying. Swami said, "Hey, you also. If you cry for every birth and death, how will I pass my time?" This Nocturnaire, he revealed that during that period, 7 days, I repeat, 7 days Swami stayed in his house in London in his physical form. Same, what we know his physical form, 5 feet 3 inch form. Not only Swami stayed, Swami used his naturally 7 days. Swami was taking bath, breakfast, lunch, dinner, sleeping, talking, giving darshan to some of the devotees there, conducting bhajans, everything, 7 days. And Swami had materialized many objects for him, which he showed me. He took me to his room. Those objects are not available for sale anywhere in the world. The Shivalinga, so many objects. And then Swami called him to Puttaparthi, I think in beginning of 2000, and asked him to shift to Puttaparthi. Swami confirmed everything. 7 days. At the same time, 7 days Swami was functioning normally, giving darshan, and all drama was going on around Swami for during that period. Now, who can, there is, we cannot, it is beyond our human comprehension. Let us accept it. We cannot even reject it. That is what the Russian scientists told in public. He said, "I'm putting my reputation as a scientist at risk when I declare that this is a phenomenon which is beyond our human comprehension. The aura, the rays emanating from his divine body go beyond range of any of my sensitive instruments, and even with my open eyes, I cannot comprehend and follow up that intensity and the range of those rays emanating from his body, pure pink golden color rays of pure love, divine rays. It is not that he is exhibiting his powers. Let me tell you, he says this avatar all the time is hiding his powers. He will act. Some of the boys told me during that period of 2001 accident, he fell down, then somebody fell down upon him, three surgeries, then rod and this and that. Who can touch his divine body, cut his divine body, his bones? That was Yogamaya. Many boys told me that he would act as if he is on the wheelchair, he is not able to, he will drag his body, he is not able to walk. And once he is in Yajurdham, he will walk normally and do everything normally. That is why I repeat again and again, all scars will go to him. He is father of Krishna. He says Krishna se kam karta hu. I do less drama than Krishna. But he is beyond even that. And he says my real divinity is yet to come. In Dharmashetra he told me, next time जब आता हूँ तुम्हारे घर में आता हूँ. I thought maybe next time means next visit. Again, during the interview when he said conception starts from this moment, first son, next daughter, he said, I will come to your house to keep his name. Very great spiritual son. Then he looked up and he said, no, no, no. I will come next time. First you bring him here. He reveals and conceals his divinity simultaneously. Trust in him means trust in his timings. Shabri never asked anybody when is Rama going to come? Is he really going to come? Will he pass through this path? How will the Rama who will be born according to the sages in Ayodhya as prince of King Ayodhya, Dashratha, why would he come to forest? Why would he pass through this when he would come? Nothing. She believed, and not only believed and slept off. Every day she would clean the path, imagining Rama may would come from this path, that path. Every path leading to her hermitage, she would clean every day. Take out the fruits, pluck the fruits, test them, keep them ready every day. How many years? And was it humanly possible to even imagine for a lady ignorant, illiterate? I will not say ignorant, she was wisest of the wise. In our WhatsApp university language, she had wisdom, she could see past, present, and future. When she saw Rama and Lakshmana, she told them all the past, present, future to Rama. Don't worry, Ravana has taken, and once Sugriva, he'll help you go this direction. That Jata, everything she knew because they had that vision, the divine vision. Our vision is this much, not even this much. Our wisdom is Inka Chinnadi, Inka, or it's still small chin. And we talk big. We try to judge him, put him on the logic and scientific knowledge. Murkhudu. The real Satyasai avatar and his mission is yet to come. He will uplift. He said, Mumbai Dharma Kshetra, Krishna uplifted only one Govardhana. I will uplift the entire range of mountains. He told R.K. Karanjia, I will uplift the human mind to the next level of human consciousness, human awareness. No avatar has done this before. And I will do it single handedly. Just keep your hearts and minds pure enough and sure enough to witness my glory. Those who doubt, they will have to break their heads on the rocks of Puttaparthi. These are his statements. That too, in those days when nobody could imagine even remotely such things happening in future. I will have to walk in the sky to give darshan. So many millions will come from all over the world. He has put the seed and he is come to take the harvest. He is going to uplift each and every, all will be saved. And he will not abandon us, he will not forsake us. Whenever he decides to actually go and leave this drama, he will pack up with all of us whom he brought down. We all are participants of his glory, his mahima, his mission. He has decided. He told me, I am blessing you not because you desire it or you deserve it, because I have decided it. In each and every case, none of us deserves to be his contemporary or be in his proximity. None of us. And none of us desired to be. We were busy in our own worldly, small, pichi, as Swami said, tuch, insignificant affairs. He has picked up his lost lambs chosen to bring them to His fold, nurture them with His love, and now He is going to uplift each one of us. Yet to come. जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय.